Welcome to another episode of Test Play Review, the show where we review movies and games and all things nerd and geek pop culture related. I am your host with the most, Shiny Mag, and on today's episode we are going to talk about a game that I was very excited to run across at the local GameStop, which is Mega Man Legacy collection. And I'm a kid of the 80s, teen of the 90s, so I grew up playing Mega Man. And the thing that I always, it's just one of those, the thing that I've always loved about it is that it's just one of those games, it's just, it holds up over the test of time. And I gotta say that the Legacy collection does not disappoint. It's put out by Capcom, and a lot of people, when they announced that it was first coming out, it's been out for a while now, because I just picked this up a couple weeks ago, at the GameStop, and I got it for like $20. But when it first came out, a lot of people were kind of wondering if it was just kind of Capcom's way to kind of cash in on nostalgia, because previously to that they put out the Mega Man Anniversary collection, which was kind of like it had some issues, right? It just had some issues. But I gotta say, this was not Capcom just kind of cashing in. They actually paid really good attention to detail. They really respected the project. They hooked up with Digital Eclipse, and instead of just kind of emulate, because a lot of times you'll have anniversary collections of games from older systems, and this is on the PlayStation 4, by the way, and I believe it was also on the Xbox 360 as well, if I'm not mistaken. But the original platform that the Mega Man series came from is the Nintendo NES, the original. So a lot of times you basically get, what they do is they use the emulator and then they put it on the disc, and then that's that. And here they actually used something called an Eclipse engine that was developed by Digital Engine, and they actually rebuilt the game. So it's basically, it's not an emulator, they remastered the game, and so it's got every little glitch and tick and little nuance from the original Mega Man. The thing that I love about the collection is that you have all of the 6 original Mega Men. Also, you've got fun things where like you can change the different modes of play. It's easy to dip in and out of one game and then switch to another game. You've got a music emulator on there, so it has, the complete soundtrack of all of the Mega Man games, so you can listen to the music. You can also do these short stints where you kind of rove around in and out of different levels of each of the different games. So like the mini games and stuff like that. So it was really fun. But I gotta say that like the game itself, if you are a person of a certain age, right, who grew up playing this game like I did, and it's been a minute since you played, prepare for hilarity to ensue, because I don't know what it was. I guess when we were kids, like, the games didn't really seem that difficult, or it might be because now, as adults, we're gaming in an era where, like, you get step-by-step directions on how to play the game, to use the character and their abilities and powers and mechanics and so on and so forth. So, press, X and Y to, double jump, or press, R while holding, L to, use your double laser, double tap, the triangle or the square to do X, Y, and Z, so you get step-by-step instruction. And back in the heyday, it literally was like you would get the game, put the cartridge in, and turn it on, press start, and boom, you would just go. And so, same way here, like literally you just jump in and just boom. And I kind of forgot that, and I died a lot. I died a lot, but it was so much fun. It reminded me of just when games were simpler for some odd reason. Like it had that 8-bit nostalgia to it, because it's still in 8-bit. Things like that. It was amazing. It's fun. So if you want to go down memory lane, it's definitely worth it. I think it's definitely worth it. I think I paid maybe $25 for it now, so I'm sure you could find it for that price, if not a little bit cheaper. But if you see it for like $30 or $40, like, it's totally worth it. Like, it's definitely one of those back down memory lane games that for those of us that grew up with a Super NES, or not a Super, but an original NES and a Super NES, because it was on the Super NES too as well. But yeah, like it's amazing and it's fun. If you've never played a Mega Man game before, it can be a little bit challenging. Because particularly if you are of a certain generation and you're used to getting a step-by-step tutorial, you literally have to kind of jump in and kind of figure out the buttons, and you know, the little bad guys don't wait. They shoot their lasers and shit at you, and they just keep it pressing and keep it moving. So, with that being said, it's a fun little game. I gave it 5 stars just because of the nostalgia factor, but also like it holds up well. There are a few little glitches. Like I think some people said that like they would get to certain levels on certain. My dog is crazy. Yeah, get to certain levels, and then like the game will like kind of freeze or stop. You know, but that's a carryover glitch probably from when they used to do that on the original platform. So with that being said, but you know, like you know, obviously people would be upset because they would get, you know, they'd have lost content and stuff like that. But you restart the game and then like it would boot back up and it would be fine. It's just you lose your content. So make sure you save if you need to and all that stuff. But other than that, like it's fun. It's totally worth it. There's all types of galleries. There's artwork. There's a gallery that tells you. It's a complete rogues gallery, so it tells you all of the bad guys that you will encounter and tells you things like the weaponry and like robots and all that stuff. So Mega Man Legacy Collection, I highly recommend that you check this bad boy out. It's really fun. You've got 6 games here. You've got hours and hours of fun. So if you grew up playing this like I did, you know, be prepared to die because, you know, games were really difficult back then and I don't think we realized how hard they were. We just, you know, we were young and spry and just would jump in and somehow be successful at them. And as an adult, it's kind of, I akin it to kind of like you haven't been roller skating for 20 years and then you lace up and get on the floor and fall on your ass. You know, but other than that, it's fun, it's amazing, it's really cool. Capcom did not just cash in on a franchise. Like they really went the extra mile and took some care and was really respectful of the property. So props to you, kudos to you, Capcom, yeah, for not just being a cash whore. So that's exciting. So that's all I have to say for Mega Man Legacy Collection. The next time you see me, I will be talking about Final Fantasy 15, but not a whole bunch, but I'll explain that video. So until next time, I will catch you guys later. Bye.